Morning.
Wow, an exciting day.
Bees are here. There they are.
So, something I always know about bees is you've got to spend more time planning and thinking, haven't you, than the actual doing.
Absolutely.
It's like, oh. So what have we got here?
So this has been prepped now for the best part of a week. We've got them in the format they're going in the obs hive. So in these boxes we've got 3 frames in each one. So we'll be lifting them straight out and putting them in the obs hive like that.
Yeah.
We've got a little vent on the top. They're making a little bit of heat, but they're quite calm now. They've had a few minutes to settle down.
Good.
So I think we're good to go.
Wonderful. Right. And you've got your toolbox.
Everything's sorted.
Gaffer tape.
Yep. We are ready.
We are ready.
Bees are sensitive to vibration, so we're very careful when we go into bees. We do everything slowly and calmly. That's always the rule with bees.
Yeah, that's not bad at all. Because if they were really angry, you'd hear them from here, wouldn't you? Good.
They're really nice bees.
Well, they're going to a really special place.
Right.
Hello. Hello. Hello, girls. Hello. This is your new home. In the wild, the bees would live in a cavity in a tree. Now what's happened is a lot of our middle-aged trees have been felled, so we're losing this sort of gap of trees that are between 100 and 500 years old. And you hear the pitch drop.
Yeah, I've heard it.
Yeah, they're like,
Yeah.
because they're calmer. And each colony of bees needs an acre of flowering plants. A mature lime tree can provide the equivalent of 5 acres worth of flowers. So it's really getting to appreciate the ancient trees and understanding that if we remove a 200-year-old tree, it takes 200 years to replace it. So we've got nectar there, you can see the shiny nectar. And then lower down you've got the clover pollen. And then, is that clover pollen? Oh, there's a bit of sort of dark orange pollen down there. Now there is some sweet chestnut, that's very orangey yellow. And come on, just 1 frame left. What would be an amazing achievement is to have an environment where our bees are thriving, where perhaps we feel we've got more than we need, and then we can be providing queens or nucleus, so small colonies of bees, to local beekeepers who are wanting to have bees, but it will then stop them buying in imported queens for what the kind of traits that humans want, so producing lots of honey, being placid, but they're not adapted to this environment. And it's a vicious cycle. When you start bringing in bees that have been bred for human needs, they don't last so well, they can't adapt, and it dilutes the strength of the native bees. And what we really want is good, strong, happy, healthy bees that don't need us. Oh, you found her? Could we hold the box this side and walk her in?
She was underneath that piece of fur.
Oh, there she is. She nearly went in. She just came up. She's in a dark one. So there's bees coming up to the entrance. They're telling the other girls to go and look. Everyone else is in here. You're going to come in. Get the queen. There she is. Oh, she's just walking in. She's just in the corner. She's walking back up here now. There we go. She's
going up. That should be good.
There we go. Okay, I'm shutting the door, girls. You do not want to be in there.
So they're exposing their gland on the bottoms here, and they're expelling a pheromone, and it's like sort of the homing pheromone.
Saying this is where the queen is. This is where we are. You can see the bees walking in from the entrance now, from the box.
Something about bees walking in, isn't there?
Oh, there is.
It's their choice.
Yeah, I feel so emotional. It just makes you feel just overflowing with love. They're Louma bees. When I first surveyed, there were 7 different species of bees, and then plus the honeybees. The most recent count is about 26 different species of bees. Now there we've got a honeybee, so she's drinking the nectar in there. Now as she's drinking the nectar, she's going to be picking up a bit of pollen, and that's how pollination works. So as she visits flower to flower, she's going to be transferring the pollen. But if you compare a honeybee to a big fat fluffy bumblebee, she's not as hairy, so she's not going to actually pick up as much pollen. So they're much more effective, and this is why we need biodiversity. Oh look, another bumble. So that's a whitetail, or it could even be a cuckoo of a whitetail. Pre-war, a bumblebee colony would produce an average of 33 queens. Now they're producing an average of 1 queen per season, so they're in decline. And it's the environment that is affecting that. So we know that pesticides, fungicides, all these different chemicals that we have in our environment, it affects the fertility of all the bees. Just down here, we'd hung a bait hive last year, which didn't attract a swarm, and then this year it has. Okay, there she is. Hello. So there's an entrance here, very dark, and then there's one up there. I used to be an artist, and then when I was 40, I collapsed and I fell ill, and I spent the next 7 years bed and wheelchair bound. It was really challenging times. 2 years into being bedbound, I started to think about all the things I always thought I'd do, you know, when I retire or one day. And one of the things was keeping bees. So a local chap came up every week and taught me beekeeping. Being as sick as I was a real gift to help me have a purpose. And I think my particular take is that connection between bee health and human health. And that's, I feel now, is my life mission. When you thought your life was over, you don't care, you're not scared of what anyone else can do because you just know why you're here. So I've got to make the most of what I've got now.